Close-up of vintage 1960 seconds family photo, zooming into their faces. In 1965, the average American family lived on one paycheck, no credit cards, no side hustles, no internet, and yet, they built more wealth than most dual-income families today. How? They knew 25 secrets that we've completely forgotten, and today I'm going to bring every single one back to life. Cut to host with vintage money background. Stick around until the end because secret number 22 is the one that changed everything for my own family. Hello friends and welcome back to Will Thix Carter. I hope you're doing well and having a wonderful day. May God bless you with happiness, good health, and success in everything you do. My name is Lisa Rachel, and at 65 years old, I'm here to share the timeless money lessons, wealth-building strategies, and financial wisdom I've learned throughout my life. Before we begin, if you enjoy this video or learn something valuable from it, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Will Thix Carter, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Now, without wasting any time, let's dive into today's money secret. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we dig up the financial wisdom your grandparents had but nobody talks about anymore. The kind of money habits that built the American middle class, not the get-rich-quick nonsense, real, proven strategies that worked for decades. Before we start, picture this. It's 1963. Dad works 40 hours. Mom manages the home. They have 2.5 kids, a car, and a house they actually own. No 1,200 iPhone bills, no 200 streaming subscriptions, and somehow they have savings, real savings in the bank with interest. How did they do it? Let's count down the 25 forgotten ways. Secret 1. The envelope system. Number 1. The envelope system. Before Dave Ramsey made it famous, your grandma invented it. Every payday, cash came out. Rent envelope, grocery envelope, gas envelope. When the envelope was empty, spending stopped. Period. Here's the psychology they understood. Physical cash hurts to spend. Swiping a card. No pain. Studies today prove people spend 12-18 more with cards. Your grandma didn't need a study. She felt it in her hands. Secret number 2, the thrift store mindset. Number 2, they never bought new what they could buy used. In 1965, thrift stores weren't vintage chic. They were survival. Clothes, furniture, tools, books. If it worked, it had value. Here's the mindset shift. They saw depreciation as the enemy. A new car lost 20% the moment it left the lot, so they bought 2-year-old cars. A new suit, full price, so they bought quality used and tailored it. The average 1960 seconds family saved $400 a year on clothes alone, adjusted for inflation. That's $4,000 today, gone because we deserve new. Secret number 3, the cooking contract. Number 3, the home was a restaurant and mom was the chef. Eating out was a monthly event, not a daily habit. In 1960, Americans spent 9% of income on food away from home. Today, over 50%. They meal planned on Sunday. They cooked in bulk. They used leftovers creatively. That boring pot roast became sandwiches, then soup, then hash. Here's the math. A family of 4 eating out twice a week spends $5,200 a year. In 1960s terms, that's a used car or a year's mortgage payment. They chose the house. Secret number 4, the repair reflex. Number 4, if it broke, you fixed it. Shoes went to the cobbler. TVs went to the repairman. Clothes got patches. In 1965, the average appliance lasted 15 years. Today, 7. This wasn't just frugality, it was pride. I can fix this. That mindset built confidence and bank accounts. A 50 shoe repair versus 150 new shoes. A 30 TV repair versus 400 replacement. And here's what we forgot. Repairing teaches you how things work. That knowledge saves money. Secret number 5, the layaway discipline. Number 5, layaway, not credit. Layaway, you picked the item, the store held it, you paid weekly. When it was paid, you took it home. 0 interest, 0 debt, 0 stress. Compare that to today's buy now, pay later. Same dopamine hit, completely different outcome. With layaway, if you couldn't pay, you got your money back. No collections, no credit score damage, no 24% APR. The 1960s family understood. If you can't pay for it slowly, you can't afford it at all. Here's something wild. In 1965, Sears had over 10 million layaway accounts. 10 million. That was normal. That was how America bought Christmas. That was how they bought school clothes. That was how they bought appliances. They walked into the store, picked what they wanted, put 10% down, and made payments for 8 weeks. No fees, no interest, no hidden charges, just patience and discipline. And here's the psychological magic they understood: delayed gratification builds character. When you finally take that item home after weeks of saving, you value it, you care for it, you maintain it. You don't just throw it away when the next shiny thing appears. That emotional investment. It made everything last longer. They weren't just buying things, they were earning them. And that made all the difference. Secret number 6. The savings first rule. Number 6. Pay yourself first, before any bill, before the mortgage, before groceries. 10% went straight to savings, non-negotiable, like a bill you couldn't skip. In 1960, the average savings rate was 10-12. Today, under 4%, and we wonder why we have no emergency fund. Here's the trick they used. They literally hid the money. Savings account at a different bank. No ATM card, no online access. To get it, you had to go in person and explain why. That friction saved fortunes. But let me tell you something deeper. They didn't just save 10%. They saved with purpose. That passbook had goals written in it. New roof for 00, Christmas 200, John's graduation 150. Every deposit had a name. Every dollar had a mission. It wasn't just a number in an account. It was a dream being built, one quarter at a time, and the banks helped them. They offered Christmas club accounts, vacation club accounts, home improvement accounts. The teller knew their name, asked about their kids, celebrated when they hit their goal. That human connection made saving feel like a community achievement, not a lonely sacrifice. When was the last time your banking app celebrated your savings milestone? When was the last time anyone even noticed? Secret number 7. The cash Christmas. Number 7. Christmas was paid in cash. They started saving in January. Christmas club accounts at the bank, 10 a week. By December, 500 presents bought. No January credit card hangover. Today, the average American spends $1,000 on Christmas and takes 4 months to pay it off at 20% interest, so that $1,000 becomes $1,100 for stuff nobody remembers by March. The 1960s family had a rule: if you can't pay cash, can't give it, period. Secret number 8. The side yard economy. Number 8. They grew food, not as a hobby, as a hedge. Victory gardens from we became backyard plots. Tomatoes, beans, corn, berries. A 20-seed investment became 200 in groceries. Even apartment dwellers had window boxes, herbs on the sill. Every little bit mattered, because they understood. The grocery store was a luxury, not a necessity. Today we call it homesteading and act like it's revolutionary. They called it Tuesday. Secret number 9. The barter network. Number 9. They traded skills, not money. The mechanic fixed your car. You painted his fence. The teacher tutored his kids. He fixed her plumbing. No cash changed hands. No taxes. No receipts. This built something money can't buy: trust, and it kept skills alive. Everyone knew someone who could do something. That network was insurance against any emergency. Today we hire strangers from apps, we pay premium prices, and we wonder why we don't know our neighbors. Secret number 10. The one-car family. Number 10. One car, not 2, not 3. 1. Dad took it to work. Mom walked to the store. Kids walked to school or took the bus. It was normal. The average car payment today: $725 for 69 months. That's $50,000 over the loan life. Insurance, gas, maintenance. The 1960s family had one set of those costs, and here's the secret: they planned around it, they coordinated, they scheduled. That planning made them efficient. Today, we just throw money at the problem. Secret number 11. The hand-me-down chain. Number 11. Clothes had a life cycle. Oldest kid wore it, then middle kid, then youngest, then it became rags, then it became a quilt. Today, we buy fast fashion that falls apart in 6 months, then we donate it, where it becomes landfill. The 1960s family bought quality once, and it lasted through 3 kids. That 50 coat in 1965. Adjusted for inflation, 450 today, but it lasted 15 years. Our 50 coat lasts one season. Do the math. Secret number 12. The library lifestyle number 12. The library was their Netflix, their Kindle, their internet, their community center, books, magazines, newspapers, movies, classes, all free. They didn't have 12. Streaming subscriptions, they had a library card and they used it. Book clubs, reading circles, free lectures. The library was the original co-working space. The average family today spends $200 a month on entertainment subscriptions. In 1965, that was zero, because the library had it all. Secret number 13, the holiday. At home number 13, vacations were local, the state park, the beach 2 hours away, grandma's house, not Disney, not Europe, not cruises. They spent $200 on a week's vacation. Today we spend $5,000 and we're more stressed when we get back. Here's the forgotten wisdom. The point of vacation is rest, not Instagram. Photos, not bragging rights, rest, and you can rest in a tent at the lake just as well as a resort in Cancun. Secret number 14, the cash allowance lesson number 14. Kids got cash allowances, not credit cards, not debit cards, cash, and when it was gone, it was gone. That was the lesson. They learned to budget at age 8, to save. For what they wanted, to understand that money is finite. Today's kids see parents swipe cards endlessly. They think money is infinite until they're 25 and drowning in debt. That weekly quarter in 1965. It built financial literacy that lasted a lifetime. Secret number 15, the home haircut number 15. Haircuts happened at home. Mom cut dad's hair. Dad cut the boy's hair. Bangs were trimmed in the kitchen. Perms were done by a neighbor. A family of 4 today spends $1,200 a year on haircuts in 1965. 50 total for the year. And here's what we forgot. It wasn't just about money. It was time together, sitting in the kitchen, talking, bonding. Today we pay 60 to sit in silence while a stranger touches our head. Secret number 16, the cashback culture number 16. They got cashback before it was a credit card perk. They bought from local stores where the owner knew them. They got deals, discounts, extras because of relationships. Today we chase 2% cash back on a 100 purchase. They got 10% off because they were loyal customers, because they chatted with the owner, because they were human in a transaction, that relationship economy. It saved more than any rewards program ever could. Secret number 17, the make IT last mentality number 17. Everything lasted longer because they made it last. They sharpened pencils down to stubs. They used pens until they ran dry. They wore shoes until the soles had holes. Planned obsolescence didn't exist in their minds. They didn't upgrade every year. They didn't need the new model. They used things until they died, that mentality. It cut consumption by 40%, which meant 40% more money stayed in the bank. Secret number 18, the community pot number 18. They pooled resources, 1 lawnmower for 3 houses, 1 snowblower for the block, 1 set of tools everyone borrowed, 1 big freezer in the basement for bulk meat buys. Today, everyone owns everything. 3 lawnmowers on 1 street, 3 snowblowers, 3 sets of tools that sit in garages 364 days a year. The sharing economy isn't new. Uber didn't invent it. Your grandpa did, with a handshake and a bring it back when you're done. Secret number 19, the no keeping up mindset number 19. They didn't keep up with the Joneses. They pitied the Joneses. Look at them, buying a new car they can't afford. Poor fools. Status symbols were for suckers. Real wealth was quiet in the bank, in the paid-off house, in the security of knowing you could handle anything. Today, we Instagram our fake wealth. They hid their real wealth, and guess which one actually lasted. Secret number 20, the Sunday planning ritual number 20. Every Sunday, they planned the week, meals, errands, budget, goals. They sat at the kitchen table with a calendar and a pencil. That 30-minute ritual saved them hours of wasted time and hundreds of wasted dollars. No impulse trips to the store. No what's for dinner. Panic, no double buying because they forgot. Today, we fly by the seat of our pants and we pay for it. in stress, in waste, in money. Secret number 21, the quality over quantity rule number 21. They bought one good thing instead of 10 cheap things, one good coat, one good pair of boots, one good set of dishes, and they kept it for decades. Today, we have closets full of cheap junk we never wear. They had a small wardrobe of quality pieces they wore weekly, and they looked better, because quality shows that 100 boots in 1965 lasted 20 years. Our 40 boots last 2. You do the math. Secret number 22, the hidden weapon number 22. This is the one that changed my family. The no-spend weekend. Every month, one weekend, zero spending, no gas, no groceries, no entertainment, no eating out. You use what you have, you eat what's in the pantry, you play board games, you go to the park. In 1965, this was normal. It wasn't a challenge. It was just Saturday. But today, doing this once a month saves the average family $200. That's $2,400 a year. But here's the real secret. It breaks the spending habit. It proves you can stop. It shows you what you actually need versus what you just want. That awareness? It's worth more than the money. Secret 23, the bank relationship number 23. They knew their banker by name. They sat across the desk. They explained their plans. They got advice. They got better rates. They got human treatment. Today, we bank from our phones. No relationship, no negotiation, no understanding. If the algorithm says no, it's no. In 1965, if Mr. Johnson at the bank said yes, it was yes. That relationship was worth thousands in better loans, waived fees, and financial guidance. Secret number 24, the investment in skills number 24. They invested in skills, not stuff. Cooking, sewing, carpentry, plumbing, car repair. These skills paid dividends forever. Every skill they learned saved money for life. A plumber costs $150 today. In 1965, Dad fixed it himself, and he taught his son, who taught his son. Today, we outsource everything, and we wonder why we have no money and no abilities. Secret number 25, the legacy mindset, and number 25, the most important one. They thought in generations, not months, not years, generations. They saved so their kids could go to college. They bought houses so their grandkids would inherit. They built wealth not for themselves, but for the family line. Today we think about next Friday's paycheck. They thought about their great-grandchildren's future, that long vision. It changed every decision, every dollar, every sacrifice. So here's the truth. The 1960s family wasn't magic. They weren't smarter. They weren't luckier. They just had rules. Rules we've thrown away in exchange for convenience. And look at us now. 2 incomes, side hustles, credit cards, and half the wealth, half the security, half the peace. But here's the beautiful part. These rules still work, every single one, in 2026. They work because they're not about the era. They're about human nature, about discipline, about priorities. So pick one, just one. Start this week. The envelope system, the no-spend weekend, the library card, whatever speaks to you, and watch what happens. Your grandpa would be proud. See you next time.